Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Byte Masters Academy. In today's video, we're diving into the fundamentals of C programming, focusing on variables and constants. Whether you're a beginner or looking to refresh your knowledge, this video is for you. Let's get started. In programming, variables are like containers that store data. They allow us to manipulate and work with information in our programs. Think of them as labeled boxes where you can store different types of values, such as numbers, characters, or even complex data structures. The primary purpose of variables is to hold and manage data in our programs. For instance, if you're creating a calculator program, you might use variables to store numbers for calculations. Variables make our code dynamic and flexible, enabling us to perform various operations without hard coding values. In this illustrative example, we employ the integer data type, int. The variable named x is designated to represent the dividend, while y is assigned as a variable representing the divisor. The variable z is allocated to store the result. This C code segment demonstrates how these variables are utilized in the code. We trust that this example provides you with a basic understanding of how variables function within coding. Now, let's talk about naming variables. When naming variables in C, there are a few rules to follow. Rule number 1 implies that when naming a variable in a programming language, the identifier must start with a letter from the alphabet, either uppercase or lowercase, or an underscore. It emphasizes that the initial character of the variable name cannot be a numeric digit or any other special character, ensuring compliance with syntax conventions and facilitating proper interpretation by the programming language. Number 2 stipulates that, following the initial character, the name of a variable in a programming language can consist of letters, uppercase or lowercase, digits, or underscores. This rule allows for a flexible and alphanumeric composition of variable names, permitting the inclusion of letters, numbers, and underscores in any combination after the first character. Number 3. Variable names are case-sensitive, means that distinctions in uppercase and lowercase letters within a variable name are significant. In programming languages with case sensitivity, uppercase variable name and lowercase variable name would be treated as distinct and separate identifiers. Therefore, developers must use consistent casing when referring to variables throughout their code to avoid errors or misinterpretations by the compiler or interpreter. Number 4 advises against using words that have special meanings in the programming language as names for your variables. These reserved keywords are like VIP terms that the language already uses for specific tasks. If you use them for your variables, it might confuse the computer because it's expecting these words to do something special. So, it's like saying, don't use the same words the computer already has plans for. Come up with your unique names to avoid any mix-ups. Number 5. The rule, special symbols are not allowed in variable names except underscore, means that when naming your variables, you can't use special characters like #, hashtag, $, %, etc., except for the underscore. Stick to letters, numbers, and underscores in your variable names to keep things simple and clear for the computer. It's like telling the computer to understand your variable names without any fancy symbols, just letters, numbers, and underscores. Declaring a variable in C involves specifying its type and name. For example, if you want to create an integer variable called count, you would write here, int is the data type, and count is the variable name. This tells the compiler to reserve space in memory for an integer variable named count. Now, let's talk about constants. Constants are similar to variables, but their values cannot be changed during the program's execution. They are declared using the const keyword. In this example, max_value is a constant with a value of 100. Once a value is assigned to a constant, it cannot be modified throughout the program. To assign a value to a variable, you use the assignment operator =. Let's say we want to set the count variable to 5. Similarly, constants must be assigned a value when declared. Once assigned, you can't change the value of pi throughout the program. Alright, that's a wrap on variables and constants in C programming. We covered the basics of what variables are, their purpose, naming rules, declaration, and how constants differ. Remember, mastering these fundamentals is crucial as you embark on your coding journey. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more programming content, and hit the notification bell. Happy coding!